What's good, guys? Angel of the Night 091 here, coming at you with battle number 9 in my singles ranked series here of Season 1 in Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. Now, as you guys are aware, we have been using a lot of the same teams here throughout this tournament so far. However, we've got a brand new team here with us there today. So, our opponent's going to lead off here with Meowscarada. I'm going to lead off here with my Gyarados. Now, first thing I have to say here is that's an absolute terrible matchup here. We're going to swap out, I think, to our Florges. Now, I think Florges should be able to do some decent walling here of the Meowscarada, especially with the fact that it is a Dark-type Pokemon. Being a Fairy, it might have a little bit of an advantage here. Plus, as well, I might be able to have a little bit of a more higher defensive values than this Gyarados does. So we're going to call back this Gyarados. We're going to go right out into our Florges. And with Florges onto the field, like I said, I think it's going to be able to do a little bit more up against this Meowscarada than that Gyarados would have. However, the Meowscarada goes for the U-turn. And U-turn, of course, sends it right back to its party. Now, Florges did take that hit pretty decent, and I'm okay with that. Like, I mean, I haven't used Florges really since Generation 6, so I don't really know what to expect with my Florges. Now, he comes in with his Skeldridge. Now, I don't know about you, but I know right off the bat, I can't really do anything to this thing with our Florges onto the field. So I'm going to set up Grassy Terrain, and the reason I'm going to set up Grassy Terrain is because I want to get a little bit of health back every turn. Now, the Skeldridge, of course, is going to go right in for that first turn Torch Song, and that's going to allow him to do a little chunk of damage, but it's also going to allow him to boost up his special attack. So that's going to be a bit of a problem here with that Torch Song. I'm kind of debating right now if I should maybe Terra and go for the Moonblast, get a little bit more damage. However, I decide to possibly swap into another Pokemon. So the Pokemon that we have with us here is our Gyarados and our Haxorus. Pretty much at this point, I got to go back to the Gyarados. And the reason being is that, you know, we've got some advantage there with the water typing. Plus as well, we have the ground typing for the Earthquake. And then this is where he predicted me. He went for the Will-O-Wisp. And of course, that is the biggest no-no when you have a Gyarados. You do not want to have any kind of a burn onto this thing. So right now, I can tell you my attack stat is now cut because of that burn. I have no way of recovering from that burn unless I had maybe aromatherapy on my Florges, which I obviously do not have. We go for the waterfall. That doesn't really do a whole lot to the Skeldridge, and of course he has a Rocky Helmet. Luckily, we were able to flinch him first turn, but that's not really going to be beneficial to us here. Just means that it's going to kind of prolong this match. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, you know, I'm kind of screwed in this situation. Let's go for the Dragon Dance. So we're going to go for that Dragon Dance. We're going to boost up our speed. We're going to boost up our attack stat. And next turn, maybe a Waterfall, maybe an Earthquake. Slack off. That is a brilliant, brilliant play with the Skeldridge. Definitely like the slack off. One thing I did think of after the fact of this match is the fact that this thing has Unaware. If it does get Unaware, and this is the hidden ability of the Skeldridge, of course, my Dragon Dance isn't going to mean anything here. So that's a thing. So he's going to keep getting his health back. I'm going to keep getting chip damage. Not really doing a whole lot here with the Gyarados. Unfortunately, my Grassy Terrain is gone, so we're not going to get any more health back from that unless I bring Florges back in and set it back up again. I decided to go for my Terra Ground and go in for the Earthquake here, thinking, you know what, that might actually do a little bit better than the Waterfall. Because then that way I could get the stab and the whole 9 yards. I don't think it does a whole lot as what I thought it was going to be able to do. So in comes that Earthquake, as you guys are going to be able to see here. It's got that weird, nifty little hat going on. Did a little more than the Waterfall did, however, not going to be helpful. He's going to go right in for that slack off and just regain his health back. So Unfortunately, Gyarados is doing absolutely nothing in this match, and at the time of the battle, I'm just like, oh my god. Why did I let myself get burned? Why did I switch right away into Florges? I could have had a really nifty little thing going on with Gyarados, but then, you know, there's the Meowscarada, and that kind of put kind of a dent into my master plan. We lose our Gyarados here, and I'm a little bit sad because I really don't use Gyarados a whole lot. I mean, I did with BDSP a little bit just because of the cool mod where he was like sitting on the ground instead of floating, but that's neither here or there. In comes Haxorus, and you guys know I'm a huge Haxorus fan. Generation 5, Generation 6, Generation 7, and 8, I ran a Haxorus nicknamed Isabelle. And if you guys don't know who Isabelle is, oh, you guys have no idea. So anyways, we bring in our Haxorus here to combat this Skeldridge, and they're going to go in for the Terra typing on the Skeldridge. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe they went for Grass. Yeah. So they've got a Terra typing of Grass onto their Skeldridge. Completely drops the Fire and Ghost typing, which is okay. I go in for the Dragon Dance. Of course, you know, if it has Unaware, I'm... Clearly, I was unaware of the unaware. There's the burn, and, yeah. I've got a Lumberry, though. Cured myself of the burn. Not really going to help me around the next turn. But we're going to go in for the attack here with, I believe, the Outrage. Because obviously we can't go in for that Earthquake. But Outrage just one-shots this thing, and I'm thinking to myself, why did I just not do this earlier? We could have had a whole different outcome here. Now, Skeldridge, of course, goes down and out. He still has his Meowscarada, but he also has a third Pokemon that we have not yet seen in this battle. So they're going to bring out the Water Rabbit. As you guys know, Water Rabbits are everywhere. I'm locked into Outrage, so again, kind of screwed. Can't really swap my move out. He's going to go for the play rough and just one-shot my Haxorus. Now, I have a couple of different teams that I put together and a couple of different sets with Haxorus. Some with Dragon Claw, some with Outrage. There's a lot of people that think, you know, Outrage is the better option to go with Haxorus, but this is the exact reason why I don't usually run Outrage onto my Haxorus. I usually go for that Dragon Claw or, you know, like a Dragon Tail or something. Energy Ball coming in here from our good old buddy Florges. Not really doing a whole lot of damage to that Azumarill, but he's going to go for that Liquidation and just completely destroy Florges. So unfortunately for us, it's a 2-0, or 2-1 rather. Yeah, 2-1. We did lose, but you know what, guys? We have a lot more battles to come, and hopefully some more wins. So take care, have a good one, and as always, peace out.